plaintiff, Stephanie Morales, says the defendant is her sister. And Stephanie's tired of her using people to get what she wants. Stephanie claims the defendant was rebellious as a youth and often snuck out of the house. Stephanie's suing her sister for the cost of furniture and breach of contract. Defendant Devoria Wilson says Stephanie has always looked down on her and acted like she was better, which is why she became so jealous when Devoria became successful. Devoria is countersuing her sister for emotional distress.
Start with you.
Okay, first of all, I just want to say how honored I am being here today. I've been watching you for at least 10 years, and I've been following you as far as volunteering for my little city in the community.
What city you live in?
I live in Muskegon, Michigan.
Okay, right up the street.
Yep. But I am here today because I am sick and tired of the defendant, who is my sister, of getting over doing whatever she has to do, stepping on whoever she has to step on to get what she wants. I'm gonna give you like a brief background of our upbringing. When we were younger, she was the one that was very rebellious, snuck out the house. I know she was doing marijuana at the time, sneak boys in the house, being very rebellious, caused a lot of stress in our life. Me, on the other hand, I tried to do everything right. I'm not saying I'm an angel, but I tried to follow the rules of the house. And
when did you first start smoking marijuana?
I never did.
Oh, you never did?
Never did.
Okay, all right.
Never did.
Oh, okay. When you said, well, she started smoking it when she was young, I thought that meant you started smoking when you were old.
From what I know is high school.
Okay.
What I know about is high school. I don't know if it was before then or not. But
Did she graduate? Did you graduate from high?
I graduated on time, yes.
Good. All right.
I think from this experience, this kind of carried on into her life, into her adulthood, because she ended up moving to Milwaukee. And that type of lifestyle, the type of crowd she was hanging around with, which is bad news. I know for a fact that her car has been stolen a couple times. I think her house had been broken in.
It got to do with that.
Yeah, what she do wrong?
I'm just trying to give you a character, a picture of how she is.
Sounds like she's a victim a lot.
No, well, you know what?
Exactly.
I think actually it's the type of people she was around.
No, it sounds like it's the neighborhood she lived in, and everybody can't afford to live like you.
No, she was very, I'm not like that. Don't like me. But anyway, it kind of carried into the adulthood where I have seen her, like I said, use people to get whatever she wants.
So you're saying she's pretty much still irresponsible and still runs with the wrong crowd, which leads to her having issues in her life.
Yes, exactly.
All right, let me hear from you. Tell me about yourself or anything you want me to know about her as well.
Stephanie is the oldest of 4 siblings, the oldest of 26 grandchildren. We've always was brought up really close growing up. I did live in Milwaukee for 8 years right after high school. I did a lot of things, when you 18, 19 to move away, you're going to live life. And that's the type of lifestyle. I've never went to jail, never stole anything, never cheated anybody out of anything. I've always lived an honest life. I've always been a Christian going to church because that's the way I was brought up. On the other end, probably 8 years after Milwaukee, she asked me to move to Virginia. Because it was a better environment, she thought, for me and my kids. I agreed. I loved Virginia. I did want to try new things. So I moved over there. Within a year of me moving to Virginia, I was able to get on my feet quicker than she expected. She always looked down at me like, I didn't have anything. She was above me.
How do you know?
I wasn't going to school. I've worked in factories. She worked in the corporate America. Okay, everybody know Midwest has a lot of factories in Michigan, and pretty much. And
many of them closed down, and all these people who didn't go to school are out of jobs.
Exactly. So she was like, okay, you can move to Virginia and try the corporate America. Go to school, get you a degree, which I did, and I did it faster.
I'm waiting on you to tell me what she did to look down on you, because all I'm hearing is that she tried to lift you up. And I hear that all the time. When one person or sibling or relative is making significant achievements in their life.
Well,
that's all right. Let's get back to you. Go ahead. Cost of furniture and the breach of contract. Why are you suing her about that?
I am suing her today is because she actually came to me with a business proposal. She had just lost her job or quit her job a month before, and she didn't have a job, but she told me that she had this business proposal. I didn't find out till later that she had actually asked other members of the family that told her no. I'm the one that's feeling sorry for her, and I went ahead and went with it if we was 50-50 partners.
Did you put up any money?
Yes, I did. I furnished up just about the whole office with the desk, the chairs, rugs, and whatnot.
Any cash though?
And then I also deposited like $1,718.
When you were giving her the furniture and all these other things to comply with the business plan that she came to you with, did you say, "You're no good, I'm better than you"? But
I never said that.
Right, you put your money up. You went into business with her.
I work 3 jobs. I'm working hard all the time, and I'm trying to help. That's the only reason why I did this.
All right. What was the agreement on this business venture?
The agreement was that we were 50-50 partners.
Okay. Ma'am, what do you say? Was it 50-50?
It was no 50-50. When I approached her about the business idea, she had knew that I had just moved back home from Michigan for Virginia.
What was the agreement?
And that
what was the agreement on the ownership?
The agreement was that she was going to come in and help out with the business and try to do the financial piece as far as getting me grants, money.
What was she going to get out of it?
Try to get credit cards.
What was she going to get out of it?
She didn't want anything the first year. She was going to sit back.
So she was going to help you for free.
I even got a statement.
Ma'am, listen to me and answer my questions.
What was
she
that?
was going to help you for free for the first year?
She was putting money into...
I know. What was she going to get back?
She was hoping that the business would prosper and grow.
All right. If all that happened, what was she going to get back?
She didn't ask for nothing in return.
Okay, so
there was
all
no
of it
loan.
was volunteer
It was
then.
voluntary. She didn't ask anything.
I got you, man. You said you said everything she put into the business was a gift.
It was
I heard you. Now let's go ahead.
That is not true.
Ma'am, you know I know better than that. What all were you gifting her for this business?
I didn't give her nothing.
She was going to help you for free.
She was putting money into...
I know. What was she going to get back?
She was hoping that the business would prosper and grow.
All right. If all that happened, what was she going to get back?
She didn't ask for nothing in return.
Okay, so
there was
all
no
of it was
loan.
volunteer
It was
then.
voluntary. She
Good
didn't
enough.
ask anything.
I got you, man. You said everything she put into the business was a gift. I heard you.
Plaintiff Stephanie Morales is suing her younger sister, who claims Stephanie has always been jealous of her success.
What did you expend?
It was $750 in furniture, which was 2 desks, 2 chairs.
What else?
A rug and some floor decorations that never made it there. And then as far as me depositing cash into the business account.
Your money.
My money.
Yes.
I got checks and everything.
How much?
It came up to $1,718.
$1,700?
$1,718.
You're a good sister.
So what was your position?
Be quiet, ma'am. Once again, you're helping.
Yeah, helping.
She's helping?
Yeah.
How? So
she gave you $1,700. Remember? Everything she put up was a gift.
They didn't make her partner.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I said she was a good sister because you say everything she put into the business was a gift. And so far, we're up to $2,500.
We're up to $2,500.
All of which was a gift.
Yes.
Okay. So see how good of a sister she is? She's still giving to you. She's still giving to you.
Oh, my goodness.
Go ahead, ma'am. You gave her, so she thinks, $2,500. And you say she made you a 50-50 partner.
50-50 partners.
All right. Anyone have any evidence about the partnership?
She has the operating agreement, and I wouldn't put it back.
Operating agreement about what?
The LLC. We were partners. It
Is your name on something?
My name should be on there and hers as well.
You have anything?
I have an operating agreement, and it does say...
Agreement with who?
The business name.
Oh, not with her.
Not with her. She refused to do a contract.
I want to see something with your name on it.
No, she had it. I'm telling you, we had it.
All right, but she says she doesn't have anything with your name on it.
I have the lease agreement.
A lease of what?
We had a commercial property.
Is this part of the business?
Yeah.
We rented?
Yeah, we rented out an office.
Is this where the business was located?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But you was a general manager.
There's no way in the world I would give her that type of money if I wasn't
Your name is on the lease?
Yeah.
Ma'am?
Yes, her name was on the lease.
Why?
She was entitled to, because she was helping me as far
Entitled
as
to what?
paying half the rent.
You just told me everything was a gift. Remember?
She wasn't
That was part
entitled.
of the
It was a gift.
The rent was a gift too?
She signed the lease.
Right. The rent was a gift.
It was a gift.
What else you want to show me?
These are-
Anything to indicate that you all were partners?
These are my checks that I actually deposit into the business
She
account.
said, tell her thank you. All gifts.
Yeah.
Anything to show that you weren't just giving her these items.
The only thing I have is just a receipt showing that I know that I was 50-50 partner.
What do you want to tell me, ma'am? And
Your-
show me. I know everything
Your
was a
Honor.
gift. Do you have anything you want to show
I
me?
have the
Beyond your testimony that every single thing was a gift.
operating agreement showing that I am the CEO and the only member of the business.
Okay. Well, I don't need to see it.
Okay.
If it doesn't say her name,
It doesn't say her name.
good enough.
I also have a
Let me see it anyway.
statement right here that states that she went against all odds in the beginning, and she did not want a penny back in return the first
That's
year.
not true.
Okay.
And I have a statement that shows that.
The
never do
first
that.
year.
Yes.
It's
She
only been
wasn't
open for
expecting
5
anything
months.
out of the business.
That's the first year you
The
said.
first year. And we're in the first year.
Right. But what would happen the second year?
We hadn't got to the second year. We didn't even do a
You never
contract. She
discussed-
refused to
Ma'am,
sign.
You never discussed the second year?
We discussed it. It was verbally.
Okay, so what was the verbal agreement about
She
the
said
second
the
year?
second year, if the business was to grow and with clients and the money was coming in, if she was to quit her job and come in and work with the company.
For how much?
We didn't discuss the amount.
Probably another gift.
We didn't discuss that. Every time I tried to talk to her, she always brushed me off and pushed me off.
So
And
when you
no,
say,
we never
all
talked
right,
about
let's
that.
talk about how much money I'm going to get for quitting my job. Let's talk about how much I'm going to pay you. She said, no, I'm going to brush you off. Don't want any money. I'm brushing you off.
Your Honor,
That sounds so unreasonable,
Your
man.
Honor. And I also have on this recording where she said that she didn't want to be a part of the business in the first place.
In the first place.
Yes.
Meaning that she ultimately did. That's what that might tell me. But go right ahead. If you
Okay.
think that tells me she
I'm
never
gonna go ahead and
was.
push the recording now.
Hey, I just went up to the office and the locks have been changed. And I'm not going to go back and forth with you about this doggone business because I don't want to be in it. But I am going to take my desk and you will begin subpoena. And my name is still on the contract. That's the crazy thing about it. But you're still going to sit up here and think you're just going to push somebody off. I'm not one of your guy friends. I know the law too. So either you're going to give me my desk and get the right papers drawn up, but we're going to go to court. Bye.
Bye. You see how she talked to me? Bye. I mean, that's what I got from her all
I
the
was
time.
fed up at that
Yeah.
time.
Did you lock her out all the time?
Yes.
That's
No.
why you got that. That's why you got that.
Yeah.
You locked her out of the business. Any other evidence? I wouldn't want to be in business with you anymore either if you locked me out.
I contacted
Go
an
ahead.
attorney because she actually locked me out of the business, and he had this letter drawn up and sent to her.
This extreme and outrageous conduct is in violation of Michigan's common law of LLC and partnership operation. You have furthermore breached the duty of loyalty and fiduciary duty owed to Ms. Morales as a partner. The lawyer's crazy too.
Yes.
All right, good enough. Everybody crazy but you. No more evidence anyone can show me?
That's it.
Absolutely
I have
none.
a witness statement.
All right,
doing
let's see what she
internship.
had. Sir, you wanted to speak?
Yes, sir.
Stand up and state your name.
Yes, sir. My name is Cornell Boyd. I actually am the person who developed all the program documentations and paperwork for the agency itself. Actually, I was the one who brought the idea to Ms. Wilson in order to start the company. And
I
because
only have one question for you, sir. Do you know of this to be a loan or an
Yes, sir.
investment or it is a loan?
Alone?
Yeah, I mean, not. I'm sorry. No,
Let her correct you.
No.
Right.
no.
Have a seat,
I
sir.
misinterpreted
Thank
what
you.
you
I
stated,
know
sir.
you did.
Thank
That's
you.
very clear.
So either you're going to give me my desk and get the right papers drawn up, but we're going to go to court. Bye.
Bye. You see how she talked to me? Bye. I mean, that's what I got from her all
I
the
was fed
time.
up at that
Yeah.
time.
Did you lock her out all the time?
Yes.
That's
No.
why you got that. That's why you got that.
Yeah.
You locked her out of the business.
plaintiff, Stephanie Morales, is suing her younger sister, who claims Stephanie has always been jealous of her success.
Your counterclaim is for $5,000 for emotional distress. How does she owe you?
I believe at the beginning she misled me to believe that she wanted to be a partner with the business and that she was going to give me 20 hours per week.
You just said there was no intention or discussion of being a partner. Now you're saying she misled you by making it appear that she was a partner. Have a good day. You don't even know how to lie right. Judgment for the plaintiff. Yours is dismissed.
It's too bad that she had to take me to court instead of try to work something out.
I'm gonna keep handling her like I always have, with a long handled spoon. I just don't like the drama, and I can do without it.